Just make sure it goes. Yep, you're good to go.
I don't
Reservation maybe.
I don't know if it's
You should be live.
Yep.
Now everything looks like it is backward.
Well, I just have to see if it's on here.
Somebody asked
Hold on.
about a hotel.
We're getting things set up.
And they
Hang
said
tight with
some
us.
hotel and it has a shuttle to the-
Brandy's gonna help get us flipped around.
I don't know if we can rent a car there.
Oh, she's good.
It automatically does it.
Okay, very good. So apparently, to me, it looks backwards. To you guys, it looks okay. Very good. You can hear a little chatter in the peanut gallery.
Because
Yep. They're chatting.
They're all doing good. Everybody's getting used to the fact that this will be our last month on live. It will not be our last month with Block of the Month. We have literally been doing Block of the Month for about 25 years. What do you think about 25 years we've been doing Block of the Month?
I mean, I've been here how many years?
Oh,
14,
14, 15. And I think I started Block of the Month. I didn't have to go back. Thimbleberries was our very first Block of the Month. And
we did Bengals.
we did Thangles. That was and
That was
we
a doll.
did Strip Club. And we did that for a long time.
We
But
have Miss Beth.
we did a lot of neat things
Chris
for a long time.
watching.
But for the last 4 years, we have been doing Facebook Live for our Block of the Month, and we certainly appreciate our people that are not local. I know a couple people that are that work, and they rely on this, and we're sorry about that. But one thing that's happened, which I'm glad to see, we have more people here tonight, is that we aren't able to do what we used to do in our Block of the Month night. So the evening group was always very different than the morning group. And
Still is.
it still is. It's going to be again, but this was the eclectic group. This is the people that either worked and came in after work, or the people that couldn't come during the day. Usually a little bit of a rowdy group, and I only had to wake a few of them up here and there. But we'd have food, and we'd have some fun and some drawings and some things like that. And very hard for us to do when we are live.
You
So-
start serving wine again?
Kathy raised her
I'll
hand.
be back to the night.
Oh yeah, Kathy will be back for the night group because we won't tell you what all we serve in the after 6 group. So, anyways, that's what's going on. I'm so happy that to have been with you guys all of these years, but I am excited that we are getting back to our party group that'll be going on. So we hope that you can join us. Always know that you don't have to be on here to be a part of Block of the Month. You don't have to be present to be part of Block of the Month. You can sign up for Block of the Month. Any of the things, you're still going to see posts about the new ones coming up. You're still going to be part of the Facebook group.
Yep.
You're still going to be part of everything.
The shop talk. that we're gonna
It's
interview
just we're
stuff.
not going to have this one component. So don't let this stop you from participating with us. Okay? So we're looking forward to it. All right. Everybody good?
Hi, Miss Bobby. She said
Awesome.
hi.
Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Well, we're going to get started.
Do you
We're
see
not doing
comments right now?
DDEs right there. Do I see comments? I do not. I don't get to see. Oh, there they are over there. You're on home of their side.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah, just one.
Live viewer. Oh, nope, not that one. Next one over. I'm not even reading from a teleprompter.
This is life in
No
living color.
comment. Yes. Hi, Bobby. Wonderful to see you, or to see
See
you
you type.
type. Okay, so we're not doing DDE, right?
No.
Well, you're gonna have to come and break me into your. I'm not gonna say turn me on again.
Get you going. How's that?
That's almost just as bad.
There you go.
I was doing zoo camp earlier today, and there were some interesting moments, as always, when you deal with animals in nature and a whole bunch of kids being around. Okay, so you still want to make sure that you join our Facebook group. If you'll always ask a couple of questions. If you aren't actually participating in a Block of the Month, you cannot get into the group yet. But once you're in the group, you're never out of the group. So unless you're being bad, and then you're out of the group. But also follow on YouTube, because they don't just do Facebook, they do YouTube. Some people don't do Facebook, and this is another avenue for you. Okay. And that's also YouTube and all is where they do their live sales, which is really, really fun to participate in. All right. Kaleidoscope. Do I have any kaleidoscope in here with me? Have you been, are you doing it yet? Or are they still pretty bags? Okay. Lynn just has pretty bags. This has just been a lot of fun. It looks like it is so complicated, but it is not. I mean, the blocks I think the hardest blocks were probably right here. And even those were really cool to make. This is this month's block. This is block number 8. I mean, you just can't get easier than that, but look how pretty it is, right? So I'm going to tell you funny about the fabric. So most of you know that I'm about 50 miles away from the shop now. And so they accidentally had cut me the wrong fabric, this dark teal. And I didn't have plans on coming into town, as we say up in the country. And so, but I had just a little bit of this dark green, and some of it was in a strip with another strip because we were strip piecing a couple months ago. I undid it. I put the 2 pieces together so that I could make my 4-inch strip. And I want you to know, with this fabric, you guys can see it just barely because of the lighting. But look, you can't even hardly see my seam. So I could get 1 block done in order to show it to you all. The point of that is when you make boo-boos like that, where say you've miscut something or whatever, man, if you can put those 2 pieces together and create your own block, most of the time, depending on the print, but most of the time, you cannot even tell that that's what ended up happening. So I say that because a lot of times people are like, oh, I miscut, and there I am. Y'all, I've sewn a 1/2 inch on the edge of something before. So
The first left out having a little bit of fabric.
oh yes, which that is another thing. When I'm doing a block of the month, I keep every scrap. I mean, unless it's me squaring up on the edge, I keep everything because I have been known more than one occasion to piece things together. And if I wanted to, I could always go back and take it out. I decided to do this. I could have used it for my solid squares, but I didn't. I said I'm going to use it on my half square triangles because I knew that the piece there would be a little bit, it'd be even less. See, if I put it up here, see how you can't even see that? I just love it. Anyway, so much fun. Easy block, no problem. You are only making 4 of these blocks. I think it literally, after cutting it, took like 10 minutes to put that block together. So just 4 of them. So this is a good catch-up month if you're running behind or if you haven't even started.
What month is it?
We're at month number 8 of 12, so she can still catch up. So I love it. All right. Is there anybody out in Facebook land that is caught up? Because we know that Lynn's not. But if you are out there, you let us know. Okay. All right. We're going to move on to our next one. Blue smoke. So blue smoke, this month you have 3 different blocks you're going to be working on. You have block 9A and 9B.
Bobby Van Dyke.
So
Bobby Van Dyke is caught up.
way to go, Bobby. Oh, look, Brandy's not even sitting here and she's got her other device.
All of my devices.
all over.
I'm on my phone, my Mac, and my iPad. All 3.
Yeah, and Congress just is trying to pass a bill about that today, so we might have to work on her
What are they trying
about
to
not
do?
having all your devices when you're a child. But
I please do think that I'm still a child. That makes me happy.
that's okay. My mom thought you were 18 or 16 when you were
yes,
in your
and
30s.
I was 29.
Yeah.
So
So this is block 9A and 9B. So same block, just a little different placement of your color and your fabrics. There is no, there is a correction this month. Not a correction, it's a hint. So they tell you to cut your strips 5 1/8. So you have 5 1/8 inch squares. And Lyndall took hers up to 5 1/4. Because a lot of these squares you're cutting, you're going to cut your strip and then you're going to cut them in squares. And then you're cutting diagonally. And the 5 1/8 are these squares that are here on these corners. And if you just give yourself that extra 1/8 of an inch, it's easier when you go to square this up to have just that little extra bit of fabric. So going forward, anything that she said was 5 1/8, she took it up to 5 1/4. All right, so this is 9A, 9B. 9A, you're making 4. 9B, you're making 2. And then block 15. Ooh, I'm so glad that my toe didn't hit that, and that was my sandal. And this is block 15. I think this is a really pretty block. Really, really pretty block.
Miss Beth
So-
says hi to everybody.
Hey, Miss Bev.
Hi, Bev.
Did you get to make it this morning?
She did not.
Oh, boo hiss. Okay. All right. So that's 15. Absolutely beautiful blocks.
How many of those? were there?
You are making 4. Okay. So
10.
4, total of 10 blocks. All right.
I guess I can't
Is
wait.
anybody caught up on Blue Smoke?
Yes!
Oh, wow. I got people in the peanut gallery all caught up. I love it.
See, this morning we had what are enthusiastic hand raises. That's what we were doing. Enthusiastic hand raises when people have completed or are caught up. So I'm happy to hear that we have some enthusiasm when we say, "Are we caught up?"
Okay. I
We're
like
liking
that.
it. We're liking it.
Good. Good. All right. So that is Blue Smoke.
And
On to the door banners.
Bobby Van Dyke is caught up.
Way to go, Bobby. So, Bobby, my question is, are you going to come to the morning group or the evening group?
Well, she always comes and picks up her block in the morning, but pretty much after the meeting because she has to work.
Ah. Yeah. I was making sure it wasn't
No, it wasn't pinned.
pinned. All right. This is our door banner. It's for the month of August,
I like that.
and it is called One in a Melon. How do you like that?
That's pretty good.
So Bev gave a couple of hints on this. I'm just going to let you guys be able to see both sides of it. The only things Bev changed is she quilted it first. She went with 3/8 of an inch on her strips, and she made them longer. So I don't have the original. Well, I do have the original picture. Okay, so you can see here, it just went like this, and I can't see what the bottom one is. She just made them, I guess, a little bit longer, probably to make life a little bit easier on that. Bev, if I'm saying something incorrectly, please post it out there. But I'm assuming that's what you did. And then, if you see right here, they have these, I'm going to say sunflower seeds, watermelon seeds. What she did is she used a stencil, and then she used her pen, her black pen, and she made her, painted on her
Yeah, she did a
sunflower
paint,
seeds. Yep, quilt and paint.
watermelon seed.
Yep. What'd I say?
Sunflower seed.
Sunflower seeds again. I like sunflowers. If you ever want to give me a gift, just give me sunflowers. Okay. So anyways, that is that's what she did with her seeds instead of making more appliques.
We
Okay.
talked about doing heat tricks for vinyl
Oh yeah.
to do seeds or buttons, watermelon seed buttons.
Yep.
If they have those
Absolutely.
this morning.
So very, very cool. You can see all of the different seeds down there. Great job. Love it, Bev.
That stitch that's on the
Yep.
machine that does that.
Yeah, if depending on the
Okay.
machine in the Viking group, you have the pictogram stitches that you can actually make the melon by taking 2 stitch pieces and putting them together, and it would make the seed as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, who's caught up on their door banners?
Does pieced and not quilted count?
Yes,
I have them pieced, but they're not quilted.
I think that's great. Okay, way to go.
Bev said you are correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Miss Bev. All right, moving on. Look at next month. That's going to be so cute.
Wait, isn't next month the pencils?
It should be, but it was before.
it's-
Yeah, for some reason it was before.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, next month should
Well, mainly
be.
because we start school next month. And
Yes,
no,
because
in
this would be
August,
this
so
would
we
be
start
August.
school
So
in
But,
yep,
but
September.
most people around the country start in September.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Yeah,
that would
which
be
is-
September would
They
be
just
the
got out.
pencils.
We're
Yeah.
not-
So they just
we're
put 'em
getting
in
ready to go
backwards.
back in.
Not a big deal. We got you covered. All right, Verona. So we are on month 3 of Verona. Again, I say it every month. I love this fabric. It's just so cleanly done. It's been great fabric to work with. I know Bev's enjoyed it as much as I have. You are doing 2 different types of blocks. Same block, different colors. So this is going to be blocks 4A and 4B, and you're making 4 of each. So that is Verona. I think what's neat is, the lines this is made to look very ombre-ish, and the lines are just super clean in the fabric itself, the prints. Clean, crisp, and the fabric just sews very, very well. So, Bev, your directional fabric looks wonderful, as always. I'm just checking you out there. Yep. So, all is well. Anybody have any questions on Verona? And who is caught up? Yay! Awesome. Are you liking it?
I am.
Are you
very
liking the
much.
fabric?
Yeah.
It's got a
I
nice
love it, yes.
hand to it.
Yes.
Very nice hand. Did you take all of your block of the months on your trip?
No.
Jeannie and
Didn't
Barbie?
bring
Not
a
a one.
sewing machine, no hand
Nope.
sewing.
But didn't you guys go on a quilting retreat?
Not this time.
No.
Oh,
No, we did that back in March.
okay. I just let your two trips run right together then.
Yep.
All right.
Getting ready for the cruise.
There you go. Let's see here. Yes, love the fabric. Okay, fantastic. All right, next is Juliet. Again, this is month 3, and we are doing block 3. Again, like Kaleidoscope, blocks don't get much easier than this. You are strip piecing your 4-patch, and then you just have the large rectangles, and this is almost like a courthouse step here in the middle, and you're just working this, which is like having a Jacob's ladder in there. So you're now starting to work these units that are going out this way. So you are making 8 of these blocks, and it goes very quickly, very, very quickly. So, all right.
That class is full, huh?
Juliet, yeah, that sold out pretty fast. They still have some of the Juliet fabric, but you know, I mean, it's just a really pretty quilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. All right, who is caught up on Juliet? I don't have any Juliet takers in here. How about Juliet takers out there? Let me know. Okay, coming up next, Mystic Vineyard. This is our month 1 of Mystic Vineyard. So welcome to all of you in Mystic Vineyard for your month 1. This quilt is also, I said the very first thing I noticed is how pretty the fabrics are. This is a batik quilt. The fabrics are nice. I mean, they're just deep and rich in color. So very, very cool. Starting out with block 1 for month 1, and you are making 4 of these. And I'm trying to guess where they are. I'm assuming they are right here. Because I'm looking at that and I'm saying, oh, look how that might go together.
Miss Karen is
Beautiful.
caught up on Juliet,
Wonderful.
and Bev says she loves the fabric
Yes.
for
Yep.
Verona and Juliet.
So on Mystic Vineyard, there were no hints or corrections. You'll see they're very easy. You do have an hourglass block in here.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of you guys doing Mystic Vineyard?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So that's going to be your hardest block, is just doing your hourglass. And just remember, it's 2 half square triangles that are then turned back on top of each other, sewn in the opposite direction, and then they open up into 2 hourglass designs. That?
100% around?
Yeah.
I think I'm doing this one. I think.
Jane says, maybe I'm doing this one. She's going to find out tonight. Awesome. Okay, so this is a 9-month block of the month. Okay, let's talk about some things that are up and coming. I'm pretty excited to share a bunch of new stuff with you guys tonight.
Where's that blue square?
Yeah, you're going to hear about it in just a
Oh,
moment.
okay.
So I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, are you?
Yes, we're just headed down that road. Okay, so season study is due to start in August or September. I think we're looking at August.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
The shop kit, as you know, just got
Yes.
here. So we're hoping the fabric comes it'll probably come next month in July-ish
Okay.
timeframe.
The
So
shop
check
kit
it out.
is here, which is going to my house. Very pretty. And I'm excited about this because, you know, the pictures never do it justice. So you look at this picture of this, and you saw that light brown in there, and then you see the green, which looks kind of sagey. No, it is not. Look at that beautiful green.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, deep green. And then you got the rust that's in there.
Oh, that's right.
really, really pretty. So I'm pretty excited to get started on that. So we'll be kicking that one off. And don't forget that on the new ones that are starting, including Mystic, if you pay for all months up front, you get 1 month free. So that's a great deal to just go ahead and pay up front, and then every month you just come in and get your fabric. Okay, any questions on season study? This one is full. You're going to hear that a bit. All right, Starlight. So Starlight, this was another one that's kind of done in charcoal blue, like a
Soft.
blue charcoal.
It has a blue twinge to it.
Yeah,
and it's mostly
kind of-
gray.
Kind of like the background hue of the gray is in
Yeah.
blue tone. And then it has a kick of taupe. Right? Yeah, taupe.
Yeah, like a stone.
Unfortunately, it is also full. But we don't have a shop kit in yet, and we were due to start
Yeah.
this in July and August. That will not be
happening.
happening. So right now we're going to be pushing towards August, September. Okay. All right. Next,
That did
not make Entangled. So we've talked about Entangled for the last couple of months, and then last month I can just say Deborah and I in particular we worked really hard to put together our own fabric line. Not like we made the fabric line. It's fabric from the shop that we put together for a colorway. So I'm happy for those of you that have already signed up, because this is also full. This is the colorway. We're working with the Shoreline. That's going to be the main fabrics is from Shoreline. And then we also have a second colorway from Old Glory, which will be in red, white, and blue. So we're super excited about it. This is our redoing and coming up with the colorway that we wanted. And this is block number 1. I think last month and also on Shop Talk, you got to see all 10 fabrics. We showed that last month. And you can go back and check that out if you wanted to see the fabrics. This, if you weren't able to get in on this, because as you can see, the way that this is built is that it's built in the round. It just keeps growing and growing. This is a 76 by 76 inch quilt, and you can still get the pattern. So you can do the pattern with us and still see how it's coming along, even if we are already booked out on a fabric.
When is
Okay.
that going to start?
This is going to start in
August. I think.
August. So it's going to start in August. And we are doing 10 months on this one. So yeah, I was really excited about getting that done. Okay. That one is going to run $19.99 a month. We will post out there if you are interested in the pattern. Just put it in the comments and we'll get a post out there and let you know how much just the pattern would be if you are interested in getting the pattern. All right, next is Dazzle. No, next is Tabletop Banners. Okie dokie. So the Tabletop Banner Kit. These are 12 by 14 tabletop banners that you can do separately. And they're just like the door hangers and the other things that we've already done. And you can have them on a tabletop stand, or I was going to swipe the TV. Or you can put them together for a year
Calendar
look
clothes,
calendar quilt.
Yeah.
And we believe you'll have enough fabric. They did have a fabric kit for doing this. Really didn't see a lot of point in it. It's squares. So squares, but you can see how the finishing kit is done. You're able to do that. There are still 5 spots left for this. They are going to come in
I think
a
there's
beautiful. Okay. There are now 4.
Well, I think one sold this morning.
One sold this morning. Okay. We're at 4. And they are going to come in a wonderful decorative box that you too can add to your stash. And it can look really pretty, and you can pull it out every month that you would have had that done and have it decorated up.
Did you see that Paula Hart posted in the Facebook group
No,
that she decorated her box?
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
said,
I think that's really
Paula
hilarious.
Hart.
You know what we should do, because those of you that might have done the door banners, or what was the other one that
Bench
we did?
pillows.
The bench pillows, is we should start posting in our block of the month group how you guys decorate your boxes
Yes.
if you haven't completed yet.
I didn't
Yes.
break my boxes. I use those boxes for Christmas presents.
Oh, that was good. Abby
That
took all
means-
her stuff out and
I was
she
gonna say, she actually
used the
did
boxes.
She probably actually did it. Though.
Yeah.
And then, just put nice big bows on. to
Yes.
match.
What a great idea. So see, I mean,
Yeah.
multi-purpose for you to belong to this club. Okay, fantastic. So that again, we have 4. That is by Riley Blake. This will start in January of 2025, and the cost is approximately $39.99. Anybody want to guess what's next?
Yes.
Dazzle. All right. So Dazzle, this is a new designer that the shop has not done a block of the month with before. The Vibe fabric is from QT Fabrics, but this designer is Charisma Horton. This quilt is 68 by 85. It is going to be 9 months long, and it's going to be about $20, or if you paid it all in full, it would be $160. There is 3 spots left on this, and we are looking at maybe an October start date on this. The fabric's supposed to ship in September, so we all know how that goes. Slow boat from overseas. So, but that's the goal, is to start this in October. So 3 spots left on Dazzle, and I believe this is a book.
I think I'm not sure because I think it's kind of like the same one with like Kaleidoscope. Was Kaleidoscope a book?
Nope.
Then,
Okay, so if they're
but
doing
I'm
it
not
like
100%,
Kaleidoscope,
I'm not 100% sure.
well, because that was QT as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So, anyways, that's a Dazzle. Okay,
That's it.
that's it. So,
There's more.
when we were talking, and there's more. When we were talking about the extra work that we all have been doing, and that's Deborah and Brandy and Kathy, who have given us their opinions on everything.
They are great at giving opinions.
They were great at giving opinions. And Deborah and I, we've been on the hunt because some of the things that we've looked at have been listening to you guys. And when you want to be able to do multiple, and it seems like the companies are taking these block of the months and they're squashing them down. And there's so much work to do in 1 month that it's a little bit difficult to stay on task, or maybe, you can't do multiple block of the months. I mean,
was going to say, if you're running 3, you've got
Right.
a problem.
and remember, I remember we had people doing 4, 5, 6 block of the month at a time, right? So we are making a real effort to find other block of the months out there for you guys. And we are really excited about the ones I'm getting ready to show you. Okay. So the first one is, this one first came out, I want to say in 2017-ish. It was revised in 2018. I'm not too sure how we missed it.
Yeah.
But it's called Tongan Escape. A lot of you guys remember Strip Club with Danielle Stout, with her group. And this is designed by Sharon Craig with Cozy Quilt. And just to kind of give you an idea what we're doing, this block of the month would normally be 7 months long. So this is the finished quilt. Okay, that's the finished quilt. And so every month you have, you're making 2 blocks. Let's see. Yeah. 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and 2 blocks. So just 2 blocks a month that you're making. The blocks are the same block, but the fabric is a little different. You're seeing 2 different colorways here on this because that's when this was probably introduced. They introduced either colorway. But the crazy thing, I say crazy because I've been doing this a long time, is that when it came to the finishing kit, this is 1 month. This would have been month number 7. What you're responsible for in month number 7 is making all of the 9 patch or 4 patches, making all of the diamonds, putting all of the frames around all of the blocks, and putting in all your final borders. Oh, that's crazy. So because we're doing this on our time frame, we've taken this 7 month and we've made it into 10. So in the final month, you will do all your blocks, 2 blocks a month. Then you will spend a month doing all of the 4 patches, which is strip piecing. Then the next month you will work on your frames, and you can start your triangles. And then in the final month, you'll put it together. So we've just elongated that. And by doing that, it also keeps your price down and takes it a little further. Now, what I'm excited about is the fabrics that we're using. We're going to use these fabrics by Jen Kingwell. And the background fabric is a grunge. So this is one of Moda's grunges. And these are the different fabrics that we're using from Jen. These bolts were introduced to the shop, and there's 4 fabric colors on each bolt that they have, but they all coordinate. So you're anywhere in this gray to lime to aqua colorway. Really cool. So you see, you put that white up there as your background fabric. And here is the other set of the fabric, which I'm having so much fun with playing with these fabrics. And we're taking the hard work out. I have to pick which fabrics we're using every month, right? So y'all can be glad about that. But I love that fabric. I love that piece right there. Isn't that cool?
That green on the bottom go that way.
Yes.
It does go.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it's beautiful. And so again, you put that white up there, and it just makes them all stand out. So super excited about Tongan Escape. We are looking at starting Tongan in September as a 10-month block of the month. This quilt is a great size. It's 63 by 80. So it's a very doable size. Great gift size. And
Wouldn't hurt my feelings if you had drug it out to 12.
might have to. No, we looked pretty deeply into how we can do that, and I think that it's pretty realistic. And there's nothing to say, because we're not on anybody else's time frame that we don't extend it out, right? To keep working on it. So that is Tongan Escape. We don't have a monthly price quite yet. Deborah is working that up. But if you're interested in doing it, y'all can raise your hand so we can get you on the list. Because we're going to 10 months, I don't think it's going to be over 20 per month. I really
Was
don't.
it TON?
TONGAN, Tongan Escape. So if
Put
you're
it in-
interested,
Yep. Put
Just-
in comments below if
put your comments below.
you
If any of you guys in here might be interested in
Yeah.
Tongan, just raise your hand.
Let's see what I'm
What's that?
Can you pass that around?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. So y'all check that out. Okay, so that is Tongan Escape. And this isn't a question of if you guys like it or don't like it. We're doing it. Okay, so we're doing it with you or without you, because we're excited about it. Okay, next.
All right, got you down, Miss Bobby.
Wonderful. Okay. I know one of the things we were looking at is some easy stuff, but I have a couple of challenging ones for you that I'm pretty excited about. Where did I just put that? Okay. I found this one, and this one is by a company I wasn't familiar with. I was familiar with one of her patterns, but the designer is from a line called Sewn, Wyoming, and it is called String Fling. This is going to be a very different technique for probably many of you, but this is the quilt.
Dimitri said, I like easy. So do we.
That's cool.
Okay.
It's pretty.
And what this is it is string piecing. All right. So I'm going to come up just a little close so you guys can see all the details. So string piecing is, if this is month 6, is what they're showing you here. This is an arc like this. It's done on foundation paper. So you just make copies. You have copy paper. And you'll have these copies. And you start out with a piece that is like 3/4 of an inch. That's a string. And then you add strings on either side. Okay, see it in here. So you start adding your strings,
Strings of
fabric.
Okay.
It's fabric strings. So this is something that you can do with scraps, and or we have color bundles. But we haven't set down all the details. This is coming in the very end of the year in December. So we'll have more information, a lot more information next month. But it's such a different design. Okay, I just didn't want to show too much
Yeah.
of the stuff, but just so you guys can see what a string looks like. So when you're making this, again, this was done as a 6-month block of the month. This is month 6. That means in month 6, in Stone, Wyoming, I'm sorry if you're out there and you're saying, but that's how I felt about it. They wanted you to do all of these arcs in your finishing month. So this is, again, a quilt in the round. You're just going to start with the center and you build each border. That's a lot to do in 1 month, right? So month 1 is the center. We're doubling this. We're turning this into a 12-month. So you'll have 2 months to work on each section. Month 1, you're going to actually work on your diamonds that are right here in the middle. Month 2, you'll get the background fabric for the first square and this first little border. And then you can put it all together. So effectively, that gives you 2 months to work on your diamonds and then put it together. The next month, you're going to be able to get the fabric and stuff to start working on at least half of these. The second month, you'll get fabric to work on the second half and then put it together and add your last piece. So every month, you have basically 2 months. So instead of being a 6-month block of the month, we move this to a 12-month block of the month. Because you can do this with your scraps, if you want to do your scraps, totally understandable. But if you like this color and you like this colorways, we are coming up with some ideas on how we're going to put this together. We will be having some teaching and classing on this to get everybody started. It's not starting even out in the country until July next month. So I'm sure there's going to be some YouTubes out there and stuff. We're just going to start it later in the year because we have so many other block of the months running. But if you want to learn a new technique, if you want to learn a technique that maybe uses up a lot of your scraps, Lyndall's not here tonight, but you know, she's like the queen of collecting anything that's 1 inch and above. This is it. I mean, you just can pull from all of this. Anyways, I'm going to send this around. I'll let you guys look at it, but it's really beautiful.
Will you be able to buy the pattern?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because then if you want to work through
scraps,
the idea that we have is that if you buy the pattern only, you're committing though to buy the background from the shop.
Yes.
So it's 5 yards of background. You commit to buying your background with the shop, and then you can buy the pattern. And then that way you at least have everything cohesive, and that also helps cover us for the teaching and everything else that we're doing. So, okay. So that is String Fling. That's starting in December. If you'd like to be a part of that, again, I'm excited about it because it's something so different than what we've ever done before. So
Anybody in here?
I see Lynn's name all over different, something we've never done before.
Anybody want?
I'm just looking at her.
not today.
Okay.
So cool. Hopefully next month, I'm already working on the sample that I'll have a sample of the block so you guys could really get to see it next month. Okay.
Is the applique gonna be laser?
No, but what's
not
really
applique.
cool, it is pieced. Those little guys are. The only part that is appliqued is the actual stem. But those flowers are not appliqued in. They are actually set in as rectangles. So you're creating that block, and then you have another rectangle above it. And then you have a square, and then it's turned on its side. And so they have it all pieced in there. It's just really, really cool. Yeah, very, very different. Okay. So next from String Fling, you guys are going to think that we have lost our ever-loving mind. Not on the next one, but on the last one I'm going to show you. Kathy's really thinking that I have. First time I showed it to her, she was like, what? Which one you grabbing? Oh, Kathy's trying to be really quiet. Can you tell? Okay, this is going to be coming in 2025. You guys have all heard about barn quilts. Right now, a lot of people are doing classes on painting the barn quilt block, blah, blah, blah. So this is a new book that had come out, and it is the Barn Star Sampler. I think it's beautiful. That is the actual quilt. The book has a lot of other quilts and ideas in the book, but we're going to actually work on the sampler itself. And we will be using fabrics from here in the store. But this is one that I like because, again, you may be just working on 1 or 2 blocks a month. Some of the small blocks, you'll have maybe 3 or 4, which are going to be some of your little fill-ins like this down here. But for the most part, this we are looking at it being a 12-month as well.
Starting when?
Not sometime in 2025. We haven't decided exactly when because we have a few other BOMs that we're trying to figure out when they're going to hit. But that is Barn Star Sampler. If you're welcome to look at it. We're putting this out here for you guys so early because you might be seeing this in other feeds. You might be seeing it in magazines or stuff like that. We want you to know that we're doing that here in the Sewing and Training Center. So you don't need to go to like Extension Head and some of those other ones that are always sending you this stuff so far in advance. We want you to know that we're doing it here, and we hope that you want to participate in doing this block of the month with us. So that's going to be Barn Star Sampler. Okay. Anybody else really excited about trying something really different? Yeah? Okay.
Everybody this morning said no.
Well, that's okay. I have all the way to 2025 to change your mind. And let me tell you, considering how things went with Queen of Diamonds, I think I'm the woman to change your mind. So,
I would agree with that statement.
because we sold out of Queen of Diamonds. All right, this is called Long Time Gone by Jen Kingwell. This is the quilt.
Oh.
That's exactly what everybody said this morning.
Okay, so picture this. What you're seeing, if you guys don't know Jen Kingwell, her fabric, this is her fabric. Right here. This is her fabric. Super busy, right? This is going to look great in Tongan, the way that it's going to be made with the white and everything else. But her fabric is just super busy. This is a total scrappy quilt. This is a quilt that is, to me, remade or a remix of something that you probably saw of these blocks from a grandmother or a great grandmother or whatever. I'm going to show you a different page because she doesn't put in the colors. Everything's in black and white. So you have this block. This is just called the square and the square star. Okay. We're not going to be using just scrappy. We are going to have some color coordination. This is Jacob's Ladder. So
how big are the blocks and how big is
this block is 12 and a half.
Okay.
So they're not going to be huge blocks. You have churn dash. You have courthouse steps. These are a lot of our very traditional old blocks that are then put together into a sampler, which I thought is really cool. So I have, a little bit of time to convince you guys how different this is going to be and how much fun it's going to be. Anyways, you might like it. You might not. You might say bad words about me. Then that's starting to put together. 2 samplers for next year. Yep. Now the Barn Star, I say it's a Barn Star sampler, but it's all stars. So it's just really a star quilt. This is really, to me, a sampler because this is quite a few of our very traditional history blocks. And my goal in teaching this is to also teach you the history behind the blocks that we're going to be making in the quilt. So we're gonna take this as a little walk through time. The name of it is called Long Time Gone, and I just want to make this into something that's just a lot different than what we've done before.
Didn't we do
Yep.
something like that years ago there was I think it was with the Civil War. quilt
Yes.
or
Yep.
something,
Patriots
and
and
we had-
petticoats.
Right, and we
Yep.
had a little thing that came about the
Yeah. So
history of it.
yes, we did. We did Patriots and Petticoats. There is another book that I haven't convinced everybody for us to start a group on, and it's The Farmer's Wife. Uh-huh. So I say that because we, as a shop here, we had a Dear Jane group for years and years and years. We did Patriots and Petticoats. It's really neat to learn the history. You know, when you have a block that's tied to the history, that's really cool to be able to do and to watch and see how it all comes together. The Farmer's Wife is just like that as well. Each block comes with a story off of the farm from years ago. So right now I'm in the reading process, but I thought it would be really fun to have us a side group, still part of Block of the Month, but for those that might be interested in doing The Farmer's Wife. If you haven't looked it up, just Google it, check it out. You may hear more about that coming up in 2025 as well. That's what I'm checking on. It was real funny when I got the book and I opened it up. It reminded me of Dear Jane, because you open it up and you're looking at all of these blocks and you're like, I see no templates. It tells me what templates to use, but I don't see anything. When you purchase the book, you then go out online and you get to get all of the templates that you need to be able to do it. So that is just a little dabble, just between us, so we don't have to let everybody know what we're planning, right?
Let's see.
Out
We
there
have
in
some
Facebook land.
comments here.
Okay, you have some comments.
Some comments. So Demetri said it's beautiful, but it doesn't look easy.
Awesome.
Karen said I'm in on the Jen Kingwell quilt. So
Great.
that is called Long
Oh,
Time
and
Gone.
Karen said I already have the book. I know Karen's pretty cool.
Karen Walker, and
And then
Deborah
Deborah.
said I'll do Long Time Gone since it's next
Great.
year. So Deborah.
Oh, and Bev said, oh, yay, do Farmer's Wife. I'm working on that one. Fun quilt to do. Way to go, Bev. I'll be calling you. Yes, you certainly may.
All right, I wrote that down
There you
for
go.
peeps.
All right. So that is it from me. As if, let's see, that was 1, 2,
That was a
3,
lot.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. We're letting you guys know what's going on here at the Sewing Training Center. So I'm going to hand it over to the Brandy Dandy and get myself a little sipperoo of water.
Yep, you have to get your chipperoo and you have to hand me everything.
I get to hand her everything.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Aren't you excited?
Absolutely.
All right, before we do that, let me get into some things. We got some things. Sorry, I'm sweating now. I've moved everything. Woo! All right. Okay,
You're glistening.
I'm glistening. Okay. So I have to remember everything I said this morning.
Okay.
Now, okay. Don't forget Sizzling Summer Sale happening now through Saturday. It's 25% off all regular price bolted fabric in the store. If you are a Kimberbell Club member who is active in 2024 or a BOM member who is actively paying on a block of the month, not in the Facebook group, but you have to be paying on a block of the month, that's an extra 5% off. So you can get up to 30% off on regular price bolted fabric. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. And I also like some likes and loves out there on my live. So you should see the hearts start coming, Sherry.
Okay, I'm looking.
Okay.
Somebody, please put a heart out there.
Kathy said she'll send something.
Oh,
Okay.
there's one.
See, I told you they'll start coming in.
Oh, there we go.
I told you.
Woo!
Yeah. So when I tell people to laugh at Kathy on Chop Talks, you should see them. They're just like, blah, 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 blah. It's great. I love it. Okay, so that is Sizzling Summer Sale ends this Saturday. Okay. Next is hold one more second.
I'm good.
Next is Christmas in July. Christmas in July is going to be July 9th through the 13th. All right, 9th through the 13th. We are having a few things to doing here in the store. We are asking our customers to piece a block, a Christmas block, or embroider a block that is no bigger than 12 inches, that is no smaller than 5 inches. And we would like to hang them up all around the store for that particular week, and have you guys a little bit in our store to help us out. If you do that, you get entered in to win a gift certificate, and we will pull that probably that Saturday. I think like around 1:30. I think is what we said. So help us decorate the shop for Christmas in July. We would appreciate it. It can be pieced or embroidered. Now, we're also having 2 classes. So we'll have a mini collage quilt class doing a wreath from Laura Heine. It's her favorite word to say. And it's called the Whatevers. That's what she names them because they're 8-inch blocks. They're 8 inches. So we're going to do that. And it's in the system now. I put it in the system. So you can go and sign up for it. Then Sarah is going to be teaching I said Jen Kingwell because you've said it 700 times a night. Quilt As You Go, June Taylor. There it is. June Taylor. I've just been talking a lot today. June Taylor and Quilt As You Go stocking. So if you ever wanted to know how that works, this is a great class for that. That will be on that Friday in Christmas in July week. We will also have other things going on too, but I wanted to give you that information first.
And Brenda, you showed both of those on your shop talk last
Yes,
Thursday.
I did. Last Thursday, I showed the stocking and I showed the pattern for the class. So
Great.
if y'all want to see that, you can go back to that video.
Is there a deadline for those blocks that you?
Yes, thank you for asking. So we will have Kimberbell Club on the 3rd. That's that Wednesday. We will be closed for the 4th. So put a little in your ear. We will not be here July 4th. If you come, we will not be here. July 5th is that deadline, okay, to get those blocks in for us so that we can put them around the store for decorating for the week coming up. But yes, July 5th is the cutoff date for that.
Put our name on the back of them.
We can pin the your names to the back of all the blocks. Just first and last is fine. And if you're not someone that regularly comes in and you're not in our system, make sure you put your phone number on there too. But most of y'all are all our regulars and stuff, and we want to celebrate you guys because you make us be here longer, and we really wanted y'all's personal touch in the store. So I thought that was a really good idea.
Love it.
All right, so that's Christmas in July. What?
No.
Okay. You almost said something you weren't supposed to, probably. And then, as Kathy looks up over her glasses, and then that is the sale.
I was just really wondering, like, is it something we had to piece in this decade?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Sherry. We're trying to get people
Bummer.
to sew, Sherry. Sew now, not if all things done in the past. Lord have mercy. All right, moving forward.
I had already sat back and thought, oh, I have this orphan block. And then I'm like, oh no, people will walk in and go, I remember that block from 2002.
Yeah, they brought.
It's no different than our in-store challenge.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
here
And
we
I'm not
go.
going to get into an argument, but because I got the floor, I'm going to get on my soapbox. The store, the staff, was issued a challenge to complete something so that we can put it up and do a social media thing of staff working on things. Kathy swears that this was issued after I did my flag that I was over there that Barbie said today. Brandy did that? Yes, I did. So I know that I sat with Sarah and it was issued before. So I want to use that as my entry, and they are all having a cow. They're absolutely having a cow because I already have it done because they haven't started. So that's why they're.
Patsy and Patty are finished.
So am I. So am I.
Oh, y'all are
So,
screwed.
anyway.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I got you off on a
Yeah,
on a squirrel.
tangent. Yeah, tangent. But yes, so that's happening too. Be on the lookout for all of that. All right,
What do you want to do next?
July, the Christmas in July, and the Sizzling Summer Sales. Or anything else I'm supposed to mention? I usually look at Deborah for this, so
Okay. Oh, did Deborah leave?
yeah, she left.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now I know why I have you here.
yeah. That's why she's. Aren't you excited? Okay. All right.
So we're all excited that Kathy's still here. All right, let's guys, this is just normal for us. This is not scripted. We don't this is how we are at Shop Talk. It's very much like off the cusp here. New products coming at you. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just hand them over. All right. First one's going to be an Andover line. This one is called Moonlight Roses. We have fat quarter bundles. Guys, when I show you this fabric, it's absolutely stunning. Look at this nice purple. You're going to see this tomorrow on Shop Talk. So I'm not actually going to pause like super long time on this. This is a nice sage green. And then this next one is my absolute favorite. Look at those roses and flowers.
That reminds you of a couch.
It does.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's all coming back now.
It is.
It is all coming back. And then a few more. I'm just going to quickly kind of, this is like a stone blue.
Love that.
This will be on Shop Talk tomorrow. This is going to be a great take 5. And then a nice stripe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a beautiful take 5. I can't wait.
With
for
a beautiful stripe binding.
That's what I said. And we have the fat quarter bundle. So there's that. All right. The next one is a backing. Half of it's gone from our morning group because they took a part of the 30% off because they're part of everything. This is called Mystic Owl. There's no owls in it. All right. There's no owls. And you're asking, Brandy, why is it called that? Because the collection's called that. We just like the backing, so that's all we got from the collection was Mystic Owl. So this is a beautiful, beautiful 108 backing. Who gives a hoot? Right, you tell them, Kathy. Who gives a hoot? All right, next one's another Andover line. This one's called Birdie. And look, it has little happy faces on it. It's so cute. So it reminds of the 70s. There's a nice red, tomato type red. And I'm just going to show a few more, and then Sherry, you can take them back. I think that only had 10 yards on it. That's why. And I'll show one more.
Ooh, that one get your eyeballs going.
Yep. These are navy blue with pink stars. So that's going to be that for that one. That's fine, Sherry, and I'll stack it all up. And we also have the fat quarter bundle as well. This will be on Shop Talk 2 weeks from tomorrow. I already have it planned out. All right, next is the So Steady bags. Let me take it out of the plastic. I want to put it back in the plastic though. So this one is the nice teal So Steady bags. They fit the extension tables that we sell here at the store. It zips all the way. So it gets quite big, and you get pockets and a big pocket over here. These are really nice for extension tables or things that you have to keep flat. So that is in the store. We have one left. We got bought out, right? We got one left. We got bought out this morning.
Awesome.
Is it on there?
They are $49.99. What a great price.
I got to put that back in there. Okay. All right.
Go for it, Jane.
Do what?
Go for it.
All right. The next one is called Heirloom, and this is by Art Gallery. Guys, this fabric is stunning. Look at the lightning bugs.
Oh.
They're cute. I like bugs when they're on fabric, not in real life. And if anybody knows that about me, y'all really know that about me.
I know how many
Yeah,
dogs
yeah, yeah. I'm not going to tell that story online.
Yeah.
I'll wait until we're off
Tell
to
a
tell
lot
that
of
story.
stories.
All right, and then a few more just to kind of show. So really cool fabric. This is the fat quarter bundle. Has that bright orange. Love it. It's great. All right. Next is, let me put this over here before you forget this. And then that would be disastrous. All right. Kathy, are you watching the comments at all? Can you do something? Yeah, you ain't busy at all.
We just have people watching.
Okay.
We got Miss Rhonda's joining us, and Miss Sandy, and Miss Susan, and Miss Carmen.
Hello, ladies. All right. So we've been on Shop Talk. We've been talking about this toweling. And we just thought how cool it was and how quick a gifts that you can make for someone or to decorate your house. So this is the toweling, right? Comes on a roll. But like here, you'll see that we've made a table runner.
Tell Kathy Parnell, thank you.
Oh, geez. Kathy says, thank you, Kathy. She said, leave Kathy alone.
Oh.
You would think that, she gets so mistreated here. She does not. She's handled with kid gloves.
Elder
So
abuse.
here ain't no elder abuse. It's young abuse. That's what happens. I get abused. Nobody else. She said, us Kathys have to stick together. So here is the table runner. So real cute. And then you also have, we made some placemats. And I'm only going to show you one because they all look the same. Pretty cool. Yep. So there's that. And then here's some plaid, some red and green plaid. So it's only 2 seams, only 2 hems. It's already hemmed on 2 sides. I'm going to do it on the autumn one because it's a leaf. And here's the green. They're making faces behind the camera. It's fine. I'm used to it. Again, abuse. Just remember, it's abuse. All right, so here is the autumn table runner of the toweling. And guys, it's just 2 seams on both sides. It's just so simple. So there it is. I mean, with that foot, with the
Don't
guide.
be looking at your needle. Yeah, foot
Yeah.
guide. Foot
Oh
with
yeah,
guide.
foot with a guide all day, every day. Here is a placemat. And then here's the really cool, like with the little rings, little napkin rings, right? So you go like this.
Oh, we're gonna get to watch you do.
Yes. And you go in the center like this. And you put it through here. And then there you have your napkin ring. With your really cool napkin. See? Look at there.
And the napkins are really soft. That
They are.
fabric
This
is super
toweling is
soft.
this woven is very soft. So we have that in this burnt red and orange, and then also in the light color. I love this look. I just think it's so cool. So there's that. And then last, here's another two people that love the chickens and roosters. Here are the chickens. So there we go. Do not laugh. All right, next to the shop.
Wife.
Huh?
That's for the farmer's wife.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Next is we have a new kit here in the store. This is called the Coffee and Snack Mat Kit. So it makes a little cup of coffee. It's big enough to put a snack
It
in.
makes a cup of coffee.
Yes,
Yes.
it makes a cup of coffee. All you have to do is press the button. Yes, go like this and go do it.
There you go.
That's what it does.
That's
So
really cute.
You make the coffee cup here, and then everything in this kit is to make the coffee and mug mat is in this kit. It's $10.
That's awesome.
$10.
Nice little gift.
It is. It's a nice little gift.
Yep.
So we have those in the shop now. A few new notions. This is the seam guide setter. If you've never seen the seam guide setter, this right here goes onto the bed of your machine by where your needle's at. And these thickness of these little strips actually set inside of this hole. And this allows you to set your 1/4 inch. And it's like, when people build up washi tape or they do duct tape or whatever they decide to do. This doesn't leave that adhesive on your machine if you don't have a foot with a
By
guide.
the way, we used to do it years ago with moleskin.
Moleskin?
Isn't that what it was?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You used to actually put it in your shoes.
I've
and
never heard of
stuff.
such.
Yep.
Catch them to skin them.
I stick
Really?
Lexi on him.
Oh.
I have a dog that can catch a mole faster than anything you've ever seen before.
Lord, the things you learn on Block of the Month Day. That and
Now
Shop Talk.
Now you know why we have to get off of Facebook.
She's probably right about that. All right, next is Creative Grids, the Strippy Stars tool. This makes this really cool floating star look. I know y'all can't see it, but we'll pass it around. So that is a new Creative Grids little tool that we got going here in the shop. Next is a tee-hee for Kathy and I from Deborah, because who remembers when Kathy and I went to the Viking convention? Yes, and what did Kathy and I do? Flying geese.
Well,
And mine
what
was
you and
drunk.
Kathy attempted to do.
Well, mine was drunk, and Kathy's got ate up on the side. Mine was at least square. I just cut off the wrong side. Kathy's,
your geese were all one-sided.
yes, because I cut off the wrong side. Kathy at least looked like it was supposed to, but the corner got ate, and it was all scrunched up on two of the. Anywho, so Deborah was like, "Here, let's buy the ultimate flying geese tool from Creative Grids." I said, "Yeah, that would have come in real handy for Kathy and I." And you know what? I was very proud of my flying geese because I knew exactly what to do. I watched these ladies make 1,000 flying geese, and I just knew I knew what I was doing.
I fell out my chair.
And
I looked over at her and I went, oh no.
I literally cut off the wrong side. I sewed the wrong side.
I think you
Yeah.
did that
Yeah,
wrong.
I sewed the wrong side. And then I was like, well, I've already pot committed. I've already sewed all of my, I'm like, I'm not ripping them out. But do you know, everyone talked about my geese in the class. They're like, ooh, I like that better. I'm like, you're welcome. You're welcome. So anyway, that's a little story on the flying geese. Wizards
Are
and
we doing that?
warlocks.
I couldn't remember if we did that last time.
Yeah, this is it. And we also have Creeping It Real, but I looked and I think we did show this. We showed that last one. Did we show the Halloween last time?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. All right, this one is the Great
we
Houses.
just pulled this out for Lindell. That's why.
Yes,
I
yeah. I mean, we also had that debate because I was like, Deborah's like, I can't remember if we showed it on Shop Talk, if we've done it this. We also had the issue too. All right, so this is the Great Houses quilt kit. This kit is hanging up on the wall when you walk out. These are wizards and warlocks and all sorts of different things. These are the 4 houses. They are castles. So you have that. The artistry in these panels are just absolutely stunning. I'll show y'all in just a second. If I can get high enough here. I'm working with a smaller screen. I do. That's the 4. That's what they call the Great Houses. And then here is the panel of all of the warlocks and witches and all of the warriors and Xenas and Hercules.
Very
And,
Harry Potter-ish.
oh, very.
Brandy Barb Tyler wants to know, did you ever finish your beginning quilt from my class? Lots of flying geese in it.
So funny you asked, Barb.
That would be a no.
That answer is a no. But I did pull it out to show Adeline the other day. I'm like, look, mommy started this a long time ago. And all my fabric is really nice and neat. And the patterns are all tucked in. So one day, Barb. One day. But I did not. And you're right. There are a lot of flying geese in that. And I did not finish. One day. Thank you, Barb, for reminding me. Appreciate that.
Brandy, I haven't finished mine yet either. So
Oh, Jane says she has not finished hers yet either, so we're all good. We're all good. Although I think I started before. Well, did
Yeah,
I
you
start
probably did
before
before,
you? Yeah, I probably did before Jane. So, tomato. I've been busy. I've been busy. There's been a lot going on. Okay, I think I got everything.
Okay.
Right? Yep, because that we'll have that to show next time. All right, guys, that does it for my section. I'm going to turn it back over to Sherry for any show and tells.
Block the month.
Block of the month.
Got one.
I do.
Took out the TV. Okay, we got some show and tell. I saw her coming in with it. All right.
Another didn't quite turn out like we expected, but hey.
That's okay.
I don't remember what year this was.
This was just a couple years ago.
Yeah, this was Sisters Bay.
This was our last
mystery quilt.
mystery that we did.
Oh, I just
And
pulled that out.
we have
last
really
night.
Mystery
if
quilts are fun.
Border Creek Station,
Yeah.
if you ever see this, we really miss
this way.
your mysteries.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
showed that to my sister-in-law.
It's supposed to have a lovely triangle border with blue, white, blue, cream, blue, cream. Well, I don't know what I did to that border. And
It
you
ain't
can
happening.
see it's ripped off right there. So this is as big as the quilt is going to get.
It's really a good size, though.
It is.
It's really a good
It's
size.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Really a good
And,
size. Very
um,
pretty.
Got the backing for it already.
Awesome.
That blue with the birds on it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to go on the
Awesome.
back. So
Very nice.
I ripped the border off. Pat walked by. I said, say bye-bye. And he goes, are you throwing it away? I said, no, just this stupid border. Win the trash can.
Awesome. Any other
Very
you got
nice,
me
Linda.
saying it,
Thank
block
you.
of the month. Any other show and tells?
No,
Nope.
like
Our
Lynn,
crew
not
has
today.
not okay. Well, we appreciate y'all being here. We'll miss hanging out with you, but I hope that you will decide to come in and hang out with us. So I will bid you adieu.
We are
Facebook
signing
Live.
off.
We are signing off for Block of the Month. Adios, amigos.
Let me go to ghosts.
If I can turn the thing off.
It's not a test.
Oh, it's not a touch screen. Oh, Lord. Well, this is what happens. It takes a hot minute. There you go. Thank you, Brandy. Might as well go out with a bang.
Always.